Welcome back to Four Wolves Takes for your boy. Artis Woods will bring you 4 fresh Minnesota Timberwolves takes. It's a pleasure to be here today. An honor to be here before you guys on this lovely Saturday morning. Preseason is underway. 2 games are in the books, and I'm here to talk about them again. Welcome back to Four Wolves Takes. Your boy got 4 fresh takes for you guys. Given what I've seen in the preseason, this last take is kind of a fun one that I just wanted to quickly comment on. But for the most part, my takes today are about the preseason. And I must admit, y'all, I don't like the preseason. It's not just basketball. I don't like the preseason in any sport, man. I just be ready to get to the regular season, ready to get to the playoffs, especially when I'm excited about my team. When I think my team has the potential to win a championship, go to the championship, make some playoff noise, whatever the case may be, the preseason is like, it's a drag. It's a drag. But if you're anything like me, we are in this together. I know y'all want to get to the regular season as well, get to the playoffs, see what the Wolves can do. We just got to wait till the 22nd, man, you know what I'm saying, to see what this team, can potentially do, to see the games that really matter. But in the meantime, we could observe what we see in the preseason and have some quick little takeaways. So without further ado, man, let me get to my first take of the day. Again, it's only preseason, but this is the first thing that comes to mind. I kind of glossed over it last episode, but this is what comes to mind right now when I think about the Wolves and when I look at them play in this preseason. The Wolves are one of the deepest teams in the NBA. Again, I glossed over this before, but just to talk about it again, you got DiVincenzo now, you got Jaden McDaniels, you got Naz Reid, obviously you got Anthony Edwards, right? You got Mike Conley, you got the young Rob Dillingham, you got Terrence Shannon Jr., you got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, you got Julius Randle, you got Joe Ingles. I mean, the list goes on and on of players that you could put in the lineup, players that can come in and get buckets, playmake, facilitate. And one thing I noticed about the Celtics, and I'm sure our GM did too, which shows us, which is obvious given what he's done this offseason. One thing I noticed about the defending champs Boston Celtics, they have so many guys that can create their own shot. So many guys that can go get a bucket, make an open shot, facilitate to another teammate, initiate the offense. It wasn't just about Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, even though those guys were the main focal point. One of them won, finals MVP and Jaylen Brown. But it wasn't just about those guys. It was about the Al Horfords. It was about the Jrue Holidays. It was about the Derek Whites. It was about the Sam Hausers. Porzingis had I won't say it's sensational, but he really he showed out a few of those playoff games, a few of those finals games. Sam Hauser was getting buckets. Like, you had so many different guys that the Mavs had to worry about defensively. You can't leave them open. Luka couldn't really hide anywhere. Kyrie couldn't really hide anywhere. No matter where you tried to hide these guys, we could give the ball to those guys, and either they could make an open shot or they could play make for themselves or shot create themselves. And when I look at the Wolves, I'm starting to see the same thing. I can't wait to see Julius Randle play at some point. But you got, I don't know, looking at this again, you got maybe 8 to 10 guys that I think can get a bucket at any point in time. Multiple guys I think can go off. Again, DiVincenzo, McDaniels, Naz Reid, Anthony Edwards, Mike Conley, Dillingham, Terrence Shannon Jr., Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Joe Ingles. I mean, the list goes on. Did I mention Julius Randle? If I did, my bad. That's like 9-10 players that can go create their own shot or facilitate to others, in my opinion, and get a bucket. All of these guys, everybody I just mentioned, I think can have a random night where they go for 20. We've seen it out of everybody but the rookies I mentioned, and I'm getting ready to talk about a rookie in a second, but I think the rookies have the potential to have those type of scoring outputs if given the correct opportunity. So I think this is easily one of the deepest teams in the league. You could make the argument the second deepest team in the second deepest team in the league behind the Celtics. I'm not going to take it that far yet because I haven't seen enough. It's only preseason, and I don't want to be that person that overreacts. But just given what I've seen on paper and given what I've seen in the preseason, I'm looking like, yo, you got a lot of buckets on this team. You got a lot of buckets on this team. I'm just saying. Take number 2 of the day. Rob Dillingham's playmaking ability was on full display last night. Rob Dillingham, 9 assists in 23 minutes on the floor. The boy is special. I think Rob Dillingham has potential to 1 year lead the NBA in assists. That's another take within itself. When I watch Rob play, he puts so much pressure on your defense because he can shoot from anywhere on the floor. He can attack the basket, very athletic, super quick, super fast. He already knows how to work a screen and roll, pick and roll action, pick and pop action. He knows how to get the ball out of his hands. He's not a guy who's going to sit and dribble the air out of the ball. He has moments like that because, he is a natural scorer, a naturally great, ball handler. Like he does have that ability. But what I'm seeing in preseason is I'm a B point guard. I ain't got to go and get a bucket every play. And we saw a lot of that at times in the summer league, right? Where he's like, look, I'm 8 overall pick. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what I mean? I'm about to go get a bucket. I'm about to dribble the air. We saw a bit of that. And I didn't mind it because I'm like, it's the summer league. Go crazy. But now with all of these weapons around him, you can see like he's looking like, yo, that's Nas Reed. Yo, that's Jaden McDaniels. Yo, that's Anthony Edwards. Yo, like, that's DiVincenzo. Let me get y'all, look, let me get y'all the ball. You boys open, go ahead, go crazy. And I love what I'm seeing. The team that is built around him is built to help him succeed. You got multiple guys that can take pressure off of him defensively. And offensively, man, you got multiple guys you can run a fast break with, multiple guys that can hit open shots for you. You got Anthony Edwards now playing off ball, backdoor cuts. I ain't going to keep harping on that. Till the season, when the season starts, though, I'm gonna talk about that again because we're gonna see a lot of that this year, and it's going to be important. But the team that's built around this young man, given his abilities, I think he is set up to one day lead the league in assists. Like if he plays that game that he played last night, where he is actively looking for guys, right, for cuts and for open shots, and not consistently looking for his own shot, I think he's got that ability. And on top of that, what's going to make this an even bigger, even easier task for him to do at some point in his career is because I think throughout his career, he's going to show he's a great scorer of the basketball. So defenses are going to at some point look at him and be like, he got to be a guy we slow down. And it's one thing, maybe Nas Reed is one thing, but we got to slow this young man down. We got to figure out a way to maybe throw one of our best defenders at him. Maybe throw him a double team. Maybe trap him here and there. I think he's going to be that type of player. We got to kind of figure out a way to slow him down. And that's going to open up the floodgates for everybody else on this team as well as time progresses. So I love what I see from Rob Dillingham, man. I liked what I saw in the summer league. I love what I'm seeing now. Yo, again, that's why I don't fail to mention his name when I mention how deep this team is. I think he's going to play some pivotal minutes for this team. And I think he's going to have a special rookie season. On to take number 3. I just want to give a shout out to Josh Minott. I want to give him a shout out. This is the time of the year where players who may not get a bunch of playing time, may not see the floor at all in the preseason, are actively, in my opinion, trying out for the team that they're playing on and to other teams in the NBA. Josh Minott is playing very good basketball. 22 points last Friday, 8 rebounds. He was 9 of 11 from the field. Shot 6 threes, made 4 of them. Last night against the Sixers, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 of 7 from the field. He's displaying it all. You can tell that he learned a lot this summer. He's playing good ball. He's shooting the ball effectively. He's taking guys off of the dribble. Rebounding effectively, he's passing, he's playing solid defense. I like what I'm seeing. Again, I don't know if he's going to see the floor, but if there was ever a time to display what you could do, it is in these moments right now where, Anthony Edwards is not going to play the whole game. Maybe, Nas Reed doesn't play the whole game. Maybe you sit Mike Conley for a while and, he plays on that wing. You have an opportunity to come out here and showcase what you could do. And I just want to give him a shout out. I normally don't. I don't know if I've ever talked about Josh Minott on the show. So I just wanted to give him a quick shout out, man, with my third take. I love what I'm seeing from him. I see you, young brother. I see you showing out, balling out. And I just want to give credit where it's due, man. You could tell, again, he worked on this game this summer. He looks confident out there on the floor. Everything about the game looks confident, and that is what you love to see, man. So, I mean, hopefully one day he gets some tick at some point. I don't know when or how or if it's with this team, because this team is just, again, it is deep, and he's not one of the names I mentioned. You know, this team could go maybe 10 deep, and I didn't mention his name. So maybe not with this team, but hopefully he gets some tick at some point with another team, you know what I mean? Or, I don't know, maybe fits him in somewhere. I don't know. But he looks good. He's playing great basketball, man. I just wanted to give him a quick shout out, man. That's the whole take. I just put him up on the screen. He's actually on the thumbnail too. I'm like, yo, shout out to Josh Minott, man. Shout out to the young man. And last take of the day. Starting 5. If y'all haven't seen it, you need to go watch it. It's must-see TV. It is must-see TV, bro. Like, first off, Anthony Edwards is easily the most entertaining player on the entire Netflix series, in my opinion. I mean, you got LeBron, you got Jimmy Butler, you got Sabonis, Jason Tatum. Anthony Edwards is easily the most entertaining guy on the whole thing. He's so much like us, a regular person. He just goes to the games, you know, plays his game, dominates, practices, works really hard, go home, you know, jump on his PlayStation or his Xbox, you know what I mean? Kick it with his friends, kick it with his family. Doesn't have this big, huge, amazing mansion, even though he could if he wanted to. You know what I mean? Like, he's very down-to-earth, chill dude, funny guy, charisma crazy, swag crazy. Like, I don't know how you could not love Anthony Edwards. And one thing I did notice, I want to point this out. If you have not watched it, I'm going to give you about 5 seconds to click off because I might spoil a little something. If you've been on Instagram, you've seen what I'm about to say already because they put it up on Instagram and on social media. But if you haven't seen anything about it on Instagram or on social media or anywhere you look, I'm about to spoil a little something. So I'm going to give you about 5 seconds to click off. Took too long. All right. The whole thing about Kyrie Irving, I love that moment where he's like, yo, I should have left Kyrie alone. I should have left Kyrie alone. It's just, you could tell it's just a learning experience for him. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a humbling and a learning experience. While he has this swagger, while he has this confidence, I'm also learning whose buttons to push and who's not, who to test and who not. Like, I'm also learning that part of the game too. Sometimes maybe I shouldn't say that. I should just keep that in-house, keep that in my mind, and just, you know, display what I want to do on the court. And I think Kyrie Irving, no matter what, I mean, it was the Western Conference Finals. He was going to do his thing no matter what, if that's what he wanted to do. But the comments from Anthony Edwards, who is a respected player in the league at this point, a player that, again, potential face of the league, if not face of the league right now, Anthony Edwards mention your name, you gonna hear it. And if you Kyrie, it's gonna wake you up even more than you're already up. And we saw it. I love that moment. Again, it just shows maturity. It shows, even though he's really young and goofy and, you know what I'm saying, charismatic and all, he's also smart. He's also very smart, and he learns from his mistakes. I shouldn't have messed with that man. Now he out here going crazy, and I'm tired. Hey, Jay, hey, you take Kyrie, bro. I'm tired. Like, I thought that was a hilarious moment, but I love it because, again, he's learning. He's learning, man. He's learning. But if y'all have not seen Starting 5, please go watch it. It is amazing. I haven't finished all of it yet, but, man, it is an amazing Netflix documentary right up there with, like, quarterback and receiver that they did for the NFL. Now they're doing this for the NBA. Netflix has been on the road with these documentaries. There's a couple more I don't know if I should mention here, but Netflix been on the road. They should pay me for a sponsorship right now. Pay me for an ad right now. I'm giving them money right now. They don't need it. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in to this week's episode of Four Wolves Takes. I just had to give y'all some quick preseason takes, man, from what I have seen. Again, an honor and a privilege to be here in front of y'all. Looking forward to the next episode. But until then, I'll catch y'all next time.